500-word essay about why I'm pissed off about a documentary that ends with, also, I haven't watched it.
You know what? You guys don't have what I have up here.
Ethics. It's called ethics. That's what we have. Token Saudi sympathizer and child hater.
He hates old people, too. What is wrong with this man?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pow! Gentlemen!
Same pal?
Pow! Welcome to the Juice Boys Show, my friends. Three brothers-in-law stupid enough to start a weekly sports podcast. Too stupid to stop after 33, my boys. Shows drop every Friday. Be sure to follow on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok for all the latest updates and other sports. Damn, I keep messing that part up. Other fun pieces of sports content. It's not like I wrote it. I should maybe rewrite it so I can read it better.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Anyways, this show's blowing up like Joey's fake fireplace in the back of his room, baby. Here we go.
That's right. It is ripping right now.
It is ripping.
Oh my God, it's getting after it.
Got the Salt of Sif JoJo. We got Mr. Pulp Pelletier. I, of course, am the third turd. Boys, I have some bad news.
What? Oh no.
The iHeartRadio Awards came out for Best Podcast. We fell short. We didn't make it this
We
time.
got second?
We didn't place.
What?
We didn't.
I didn't.
So they don't announce second then, right? Because we couldn't have been further down the list.
We
Were we the show?
we just lost to New Heights.
Just by a little
To
bit.
two future Hall of Fame goats, one dating the biggest star in the world. So we're right there.
We're right
guys.
there.
We're
We're
right
right
there.
there. We're right there.
Right there, yes. Anyways, you guys all know the drill at this point. We got a sports talk and a big one. Free agency frenzy. We got a big potato. We got some listener submitted squeezes of the week, big stat of the day to wrap us up. But first, the most important thing. Gentlemen, what are we consuming?
I'm so happy right now because
Oh.
about 2 hours ago, I got the phone call that school is canceled tomorrow. I'm officially on spring break.
Oh, beautiful.
Right, with Snowmageddon is hitting Colorado. The
bastard.
forecasts keep changing. It is potentially right now. AccuWeather is saying 1 to 3 feet. That's a pretty big range. 1 to 3 feet in the next 36 to 48 hours.
that's bonkers.
We're gonna get dumped on. And
Oh my
so
God. Good thing you've
yeah.
got that fire raging. Keep
I know.
it
So
warm all night.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Your television.
I've got my Avs beanie on. I got to go witness. The Avs dominate the Red Wings 7-2 the other night, and the Cale Makar hat trick. And Chris, you asked me before we were recording why I still have this hat if I was at the Cale Makar
Yeah,
hat
you didn't
trick.
contribute. You didn't contribute.
So it was a complete sellout, and I was actually pretty disappointed with how many Detroit Red Wings fans there were there. And at the end of the first period, I sprinted down the seats to the bathroom right at the 0-0 mark. And when I got out of the bathroom,
Oh, no.
the line was all the way down down the corridor. So when the LA with 40 seconds left, the whistle was blown. I go down and I start moving. I miss 10 seconds of ice time. 10 seconds of ice time. I go down the stairs. My back is in the corridor, and I hear.
No.
And I'm just like, oh, are you kidding me? So then I turn around and I see it. So I get to see the hat throwings and all that, but I missed the actual goal itself. I'm so disappointed because I have the world's smallest bladder. And so then at that point, after I go and celebrate, then I go get in the line, and the line is down the corridor. So you have about a 15-second window of beating the bathroom lines at Ball Arena, and I just missed it. But however, seeing that and then shutting up the Red Wings fans in person was incredibly. Avs are on an amazing streak right now. They're looking phenomenal. About ready to make my New Year's resolution come true with McKinnon winning MVP and them winning the Cup. Jokic is on his way, and the Nuggets are doing well.
Well, Nichushkin came back and was a man on fire.
He's dominating. Nichushkin is dominating.
Oh, my God, yeah.
It's incredible.
Isn't a New Year's resolution what you want to improve in your life? Not like a proclamation?
We did that here, though. What was our New Year's resolution? As in, what do you hope to see happen this year? You did that. You introduced it.
You were part of this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And
What are you drinking, damn it? What are we doing here? What are we?
So here we go.
beloved
So
Huskers
let's
look like they're going to make March Madness. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's 2 out of 3 so far.
I take it back.
Let's have a toast. I'm feeling lucky Spring break is starting. I'm going on a cruise on St.
boy.
Patrick's Day. So I got me some proper number 12 Irish whiskey. And here we go. Ready?
Oh, that was
Didn't hear it.
that was
Fell flat.
disappointing.
Fell flat.
That didn't do
The other
much
one,
for
the other
you.
one was like loud.
Yeah, not
but-
as good as
Yeah.
what was that last week?
Yeah, that was loud.
Beer
Proper
chaser?
number 12. And the beer chaser, Lagunitas Island Beats Tropical IPA. I got a
said that
mixed
last
pack.
fun.
That's not that good. I got a mixed pack of all these different
that
beers
good.
for the next 3 days of hunkering down in the snow. So I'm excited, boys.
Boys, I'm in mourning. My dear Huskers athletic director was just poached away by those bastards down in College Station at A&M. So I'm drinking just some straight Elijah Craig.
No,
You know,
no ice.
just straight whiskey. No, I put a little ice in there. They call it speed bumps. You know, yeah, the sort of drink you drink when you're sad.
Dang, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm so pissed off.
I've been a little unfulfilled the last few weeks, guys.
Oh, you mean the 100-calorie wine wasn't
Yeah.
up to snuff?
So I thought
and then forgetting what was in your glass. You've been very disappointing.
Yeah. So I thought I'd fill myself up with some Dickel.
Oh, you did not.
Done.
Yes.
Nicely done. Way to go, buddy. It's about
Let's
time.
do it.
It's about
You got
Shout
that
out.
fixed.
party.
Shout
Can
out
we
to our
beat this dead horse
mother-in-law.
one more time?
Our mother-in-law is in my house right now. Brought me some Dickel.
That sounds.
I don't feel like making those jokes.
I was also going to say our
I
mother-in-law's
don't
made
want to go there. Yeah.
before I came up to record. We cheers to Dickel. So her and I love this Dickel joke. May be dying because our mother-in-law is way.
I was like,
right
I don't know how to make these jokes anymore.
A few days ago, she said, "There's nothing better than some good Dickel," and I just
Oh.
said that joke may be dead. So-
That is officially retired.
But
Which
that
is
was good. I
unfortunate,
mean,
'cause
like
there-
she did. That was funny.
yeah,
There
it's
may or may
hilarious.
not be more discussions around Dickel coming up later.
Hey, of course.
In one of
hey,
the
maybe
ads.
think we can get 3 Dickels in one show. We'll see. Tune in and find out.
Oh, we
All
definitely.
right, boys. Sports docket. We got a lot to go over. Obviously, NFL free agency frenzy we will end with, but right now we got Mike Tyson, Jake Paul slated to fight. What? Mike Tyson is 57, 58 years old. Still looks like he can murder anyone
still
in
looks
the
like
world.
a monster.
Jake Paul is somebody.
Some sort of douche.
Yeah. And what do we think? Is this worth watching? Are you going to pay for this? I think it's on Netflix,
No.
actually. Are you going to take time to watch Mike Tyson maybe kill a man?
I 100% am going to spend time and watch this, and I'm not watching it for any other reason but the hopes of Mike Tyson actually potentially murdering Jake Paul on the mat. Like I want to see this clown, this dude who thinks that he is the shit by just decimating people that he obviously knows that he can beat. You know, I when he runs his mouth and he starts talking, oh man, you don't want to run into Iron Mike.
No. I don't care
Okay,
how old he is, man.
58 years old, but you watch his training right now. It doesn't, all he needs is one good punch. That's it. And I don't know if Jake Paul has the ability to have that one punch to knock him out before he can connect. And I want to see this. I want to see him just get plastered and just embarrassed by one of the greatest heavyweights of all time and just prove you're not it. You're not it. I want it so bad.
I mean, have you seen highlights from any of his previous quote unquote boxing matches? They're exhibitions.
Yeah.
It's nothing. That's been the comment before every single one. What did he fight? Like Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
He fought noted excellent reader Floyd Mayweather. Like both dudes that are capable that if they want to just snap him in half. You know, to not let him land a single punch and just turn his jaw inside out at will. And they both somehow ended in a draw. Well, I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's because they are preset exhibition matches. The hype behind it is made to look like it's real, you know, drumming up the controversy, the shit talk, all of this and that. But the fights themselves are just a publicity stunt. You know, it's like when Mike Tyson and who was it, Sugar Ray, got back in.
Oh, yeah. Holyfield. Was it Holyfield?
Was it Holyfield?
No, Jake Paul never fought Mayweather. They were just talking shit about each other.
Oh, is that what it was?
His,
Okay.
like,
Either way,
his-
clearly I don't.
he
follow
did
this.
fight.
I
He
just-
got into it. Nate Robinson, the old NBA player, like are
What?
you
The
shitting me?
5'7" NBA player?
Yeah, he fought him.
What?
And it's just like
Mike Tyson
yeah,
ain't
and
him. Let me tell you, Mike Tyson ain't Nate Robinson.
It's not going to happen because I guarantee in Mike Tyson's contract, in big, bold, highlighted, starred letters, this is not a real fight. Mike, please let this guy survive so he can still keep making his shitty content and paying all of our salaries. There's no way he's going to risk a full haymaker from Mike Tyson or an uppercut from Mike. That
I think Mike
world-famous,
Tyson-
world-changing uppercut, not a chance.
Mike Tyson's that crazy where he doesn't care and he's just going to lose. He bit a dude's ear off.
He does
All right?
need
He bit
money,
a dude's
though.
ear off.
He needs money.
No. He needs money, but he's going to get it anyway. And him knocking the crap out of Jake Paul is going to make him a legend again. And he'll get his. He will get his.
Hey, Paul, he posted a video of him telling his dad he was going to fight Mike Tyson, and his dad was scared for his son's life, as any father probably would be.
Absolutely.
So we'll be tuning
a
in.
real
I think
fighter.
that's a little bit later in the summer. Moving on to this came out yesterday? This is wild. If Aaron Rodgers wasn't busy enough trying to be an NFL quarterback, he thought he needed a little more attention, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
He tends to like attention. Did we know that? Is this new?
All he can get.
He may or may not be on the short list to become vice president of these United States of America through RFK Jr.'s campaign. So, what
Did
do
you
we
see?
think of that?
Did you see who the other potential running mate is?
Was it Ventura?
Yeah.
Jesse the Body Ventura. I mean, like, what is going on? What is happening?
Great questions. I have no answer, but valid questions.
I mean,
Way to
just
go.
because the
Rodgers.
guy went to Cal Berkeley and hosted Jeopardy and is an anti-vaxxer, that's it. I mean, I guess we also had celebrity TV stars as presidents before too, but I just don't. I don't understand this.
Let's talk about the logistics of this. When is election day?
November.
Okay.
The first Tuesday or second Tuesday.
Now hear me out. Chris, you can check me. Isn't there an NFL game on that day, on that week? Got to be, right?
I mean, one would
There's
expect.
going to be an NFL season being played right in the middle of that. So logistically, just say he's like, yeah, I'm the VP. How does the logistics work of preseason and the regular season, the
Well,
travel,
I
the
mean-
practice, the film, and then, hey, let me go do some pit stops all around.
How soon does Aaron Rodgers have to drop back on the Jets field again? Because at that point, he'll go ahead and have the rest of the season available once again.
Oh,
You know that they're gonna
Beautiful.
they're gonna put in grass for the World Cup. Why not do it now?
That's true.
What the hell?
Field that is single-handedly destroying people's careers. They're like, we got the foreigners coming in. Let's fix it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
So why not do it now? Anyway.
I did not know that. That's
such a
that's
bad.
great
Oh, you didn't know
idea.
that? Oh, it's such a
Yeah,
We've
bad
got the
PR move
capability to do that. Let's
because
let's just
FIFA
completely
demands
do
it.
that.
FIFA
Oh, yeah,
demands you
play
have
on
turf.
grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but with Aaron Rodgers, I mean, I guess if you put it that way, I hope he does it. Let's go, because then they'll just screw over the Jets so bad again. And it'd just be such a Jets thing again.
Just year after year out of desperation coming back to Zach Wilson as he just
he's gone.
tanks. He did.
Wait, is he gone?
He's a free agent. He's
No.
Oh.
They let him request a trade, which I laughed my ass off.
Oh,
I'm sure the Jets are like, "Sure, buddy, you go find yourself a trade. We'll take
We
it."
got a
He's gonna
red hot
get you.
offer from the Montreal Alouettes.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
take an
you.
empty bottle of Dickel for you. Like whatever you can find, it's all yours. Just leave it to the Jets, I guess. They can't. The first ever current player to run for any type of political office will be for the Jets. Just imagine.
Potentially. We can also see the body out there.
As
the
long as
body
you've
out
got the
there.
backing of local waste management professionals throwing their weight behind him, I think he'll be just fine.
What a story! I was
my God,
thrown
yeah.
back by.
What
Just love the
arrogance!
attention.
That's remarkable.
That is next level arrogance to be like, meh.
I can do
being a
this quarterback
starting-
thing.
Being a starting quarterback in the NFL doesn't really occupy that much of my time. I could definitely take the number 2 position in the entire country.
In the free world, yeah.
Hey, I did Jeopardy. I could do this.
Yeah. What's
I
the difference?
graduated
same
from
thing.
Cal Berkeley. I could do this.
Oh my gosh. Just leave it to
These wickets.
Just leave it to
Made
the Jets.
Nathaniel
and their-
Hackett look competent. This will be easy.
Oh, what a great story. We got two fun ones to start. All right, guys, let's hit the big one. We got a big NFL quick hit list for free agency. Russell Wilson's cooking for Pittsburgh for $1.6 million. Chris Jones is going to retire a Chief. He is now officially highest paid over Aaron Donald by $300K. Mac Jones just had to throw in there, got traded to the Jags for a bottle of ketchup.
See ya.
Baker
See ya,
is
Mac.
back with the Bucks. He got
Really good
paid.
catch up, though.
The running back market's not dead? Question mark. Kirk Cousins to Atlanta. Did the Justin Fields market and window close? And Calvin Ridley literally just announced goes to the Titans. It's been a wild free agency first few days. I didn't see it
just
coming.
Just a few days. Incredible.
Yeah, what do you guys think? What stands out to you guys? Who made the best moves? Who made the worst moves?
Cody, you missed the most important one. Jerry
Oh.
Jones is all in, baby.
All
So far.
in.
So we are recording on Wednesday. So far, Jerry Jones has done two things: re-sign his long snapper and tweet that they're working on something. That's
They're
all
working
in,
on
baby.
something, guys.
Way to go, Jerry Jones. Once again, you proved you are the biggest jackass in the NFL.
They're working on something though. That was a
Thinking about
real.
doing something.
That was a
Everybody else
real
is already
tweet.
making moves, but they're thinking about it.
Dak Prescott is about $60 million on the cap. He's one of the highest cap, and they're stuck. They have to restructure, do something with his contract, or they are stuck.
I think like one of my biggest takeaways from all this is everybody's like downgrading the running back position, but then what did we see happen? Unbelievable movement and desire for a shit ton of running backs out there. Right now, Saquon Barkley's an Eagle. Oh, and on top of that, they all violated my unwritten rule of not.
Oh, quickly, very quickly.
Yeah, immediately.
Like all of them went to division rivals. I mean, it was just like bad. Saquon is now an Eagle. Oh,
Aaron
that just
Jones
kil-
to
that just
Minnesota?
kills Minnesota. But like the Giant to the Eagles is just like a stab to the heart of those Giants fans. You can't go to the Eagles.
I mean,
They'd rather
especially when
see
they've
you
just
go to the
built around
Cowboys.
Saquon for
you
how
know?
many years?
Yeah.
Like Aaron Jones is less a kick in the teeth than the Saquon move. I'm with you, Joe.
But
Yeah,
the Giants had
Derrick
6 years to pay the man. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
Like that,
he,
yeah.
he only
I know.
did that as a fuck you to the Giants because he's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
absolutely.
how much of my life do you want at a sale price? Like at what point in time do you come back around and say thanks for being the cornerstone of this team for how many years?
They dug their own grave when they gave the max deal, not max deal, that massive deal to Daniel Jones.
Oh,
I mean,
so
they were just
gross.
like, we're not going to pay Saquon, who is like
the
our
entire world
offense.
was like, oh my god.
What are you doing? What are you doing? So Saquon, that was a complete up yours to that franchise, just being
Yeah,
like, I
100%.
gave you every chance to do this. I love the Derrick Henry to Baltimore.
That feels too right.
big.
Yeah.
That
that's
is
gonna be
so big.
mean. That's gonna be
Lamar
mean.
Jackson has led that team in rushing the last 3 years as a quarterback. All right, so now we need
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. The overrated Lamar Jackson by
according to
Chris.
This guy.
Mr. Pulp himself.
Please continue.
But now you get the workhorse, the dude who has had the most carries out of any player in the league since he's joined. And the he's guaranteed 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. Even that's on a down
Guaranteed.
year. That's a
Write it
down
down,
year.
Joe. Write it down.
Write it down. Write it down. Put it in the book.
He's hitting age 30. I don't know about that. Let's talk about Kirk
guaranteed.
Cousins. The dude's 35 years
I cannot
old.
believe his
Guys.
earnings.
What do you think his career earnings just surpassed?
I
Oh,
know this,
wow.
Joey. Do you?
Okay, so let's think. He got 100 mil guaranteed from Minnesota. He's going to get 90 mil guaranteed here. I think it's like 160 something total. And then before that, so I'm going to say 330.
$400 million this man's about to get paid. How many playoff wins, Chris?
Uno.
One.
We talk about agents that we need to get. I think the Kirk
my
Cousins
God.
agent is our guy. This
He's
guy
approaching half
Wow.
$1 billion for
mediocrity.
one. He is still milking that one season with the Commanders where he just out of nowhere outperformed and single-handedly dragged them to relevance. And then since has just been like, Man, I'll cash my Coles cash.
Yeah.
I'm good, man.
And he's I forgot he was
cold
35.
cut.
So him and Russ are 35. Russ is going cooking for the Steelers. Initial thoughts: Broncos are stuck with the receipt.
The initial thoughts on that. They are stuck, but also Kirk Cousins getting that money is just a slap in the face to Justin Fields. You literally could have had younger, more potential Justin Fields, who's from Atlanta. No, and it's also a slap.
We
to
don't know that
Lamar
they could have.
Jackson. It's a slap to Lamar Jackson's face.
Oh, that's for sure.
He was a free agent last season. They could have done that, but who are they going to give it to? Not the two-time MVP Lamar Jackson, Kirk Cousins. I mean, this Atlanta signing of Cousins is pretty weird.
They're chasing their tail.
So
It's
weird.
pretty. It's pretty
Also,
weird.
everyone forgets
scrambling.
he popped his Achilles. Did we all forget the
Yeah, dude.
35-year-old popped?
So he's
his
got to come
Achilles?
back from that too. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I just want to throw that in there. But Russell to Pittsburgh is probably the signing of free agency. They're paying him $1.2 million this season to be their starting quarterback because everybody knows he's going to beat out Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett blows,
Great
but
pickup
it's
by
just
Tomlin.
it's just such a Steelers thing to do. They never sign anybody in free agency. They never pay anybody top dollar, and that's why they continue to win. That's why he's never had a losing record. And I think there is no way that Russell Wilson will be any worse than what they had last season. And they went through the playoffs. So it's just like I think that was the signing. I think that was the deal of free agency and then it's also just making the Broncos just look so
stupid.
so bad.
Jerry Jeudy also got traded. Cortland Sutton is supposed to be on his way out. Simmons was released by the Broncos. The safety Broncos are
Yeah,
breaking
they've
it down.
officially cleared
Mayhem.
cap at least. They've cleared
They
cap
have,
and
but-
they've got space to sign people. So I mean, they're at least they've done what they needed to do. You know, and I'll give them credit in
They're going to be
at least
so
doing.
I mean,
what
they were
can
legally
to work
supposed
with
to
the
do with that.
dumpster fire. Yeah, but I
just
mean, they've been prompt about it. They didn't drag their feet. Like I think that they were respectful with the way that they went about things with Justin Simmons, Jerry Jeudy. Trade him away to just
get rid of you. Who
anyone. I don't
cares?
give a shit.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton, I'll be interested to see, do they wind up utilizing him as trade fodder to try and move up and go grab a quarterback in round one? Or do they say, hey, you're kind of our anchor point now on this offense. We're going to trust you to be that veteran presence for whoever we wind up bringing in.
Oh, or Justin Fields. I mean, Justin Fields is out there. I know that, like, pardon my take, dudes had something the other day that was for the Patriots saying, like, trade a second rounder for Justin Fields, and I would do that right now in an absolute heartbeat.
That
I'd
feels
be
right.
with you. Yeah,
and
I'd
I
be
know
with
that
you.
I know it's the 34th pick in the draft because the Patriots are the third overall pick, but I would do that right now. Get Justin Fields, draft Marvin Harrison in the 3 spot.
Ooh.
Oh man, you're off and rolling right there, dude. And I think that, like, I want to see that
don't hate
so bad. I would love to see Justin Fields in Denver. I want to see Justin Fields play anywhere besides the shitty coaching that he's had in Chicago. And the crazy thing that he's not moved, and now I don't know where he can go. I mean, maybe Vegas would compete with Gardner Minshew. I mean, and then where
Who
else
is
is
it? Vegas,
available?
Minnesota, and
They just got
the
Sam
Patriots.
Darnold, so that are they going to skip over him?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Washington needs to draft somebody, obviously. Where's he going to go? And that would suck for him to now be a backup when I think he's a legit talent. I would love to have Justin Fields.
yeah, this is the only time we'll probably ever mention the Carolina Panthers for the next 20 years. But they traded
Oh my
Brian
God.
Burns, their stud edge rusher.
Stud,
They
dude.
traded him for a second and a fifth when 2 years ago the Rams offered them 2 number ones and a number 2.
Yeah.
And the Panthers said no.
What are they doing?
They also traded McCaffrey for not a
Panthers
first round
are a
pick.
dumpster
Yep.
fire.
They also traded DJ
bad.
Moore for not a first round pick. So I don't
Well,
know.
he was part of this.
They
he was part of
traded their first round pick to go
yeah.
grab,
Bryce
Young
over
ahead of
CJ
schedule.
Stroud.
And that's why they
And,
lost their coaches, because they said, like, they lost Frank Reich because of that. He was just like, no, I'm not. This is not what I want. And they said, you're going to do it, and then it was a train wreck. They are the worst, bro. Like, they are probably the worst
Dude,
organization.
their front office cannot get out of their own way.
And that's saying they're the worst organization in football when The Cleveland Browns did that to Sean Watson
When
deal.
they exist. They doubled down by getting Jameis Winston.
Oh, Lordy.
Having a good time.
Let's go.
Oh, that'll do for the music break, boy. Oh, I messed it up. That'll do for the Sports Target.
Boy.
Music break. All right, boys, we are so back with our squeezes of the week. This is, of course, our most outlandish takes. We had a few weeks in a row of listener-submitted ones that keeping the conversation and debate going, so we really appreciate it.
right.
This is your show. We want to hear what you guys have to say, and like we've mentioned before, we will read your garbage on this show.
We'll do it.
To start us off,
little
John
sifting.
Linehan, Big Cat's back.
Oh, Big
Big
Cat.
Cat.
Oh, Big Cat's back.
Great to
Oh,
hear from
gosh.
Big Cat.
He's coming in hot. Gentlemen, I would like
He
to hear your
always
comments relating to the Netflix documentary Dynasty. As all of you know, I was a Patriots fan for decades, and I'm old enough to clearly remember the circumstances surrounding the devastating injury to Bledsoe during the 0-1 season and the arrival of the GOAT, Tom Brady, at the 166th pick in the draft was the definition of catching lightning in a bottle. And anyone that attempts to take credit as a, I can't read, prognosticator? Did I say that right?
Way to go. Yeah.
Yes, regarding this potential to carry a franchise for 20 years and become the greatest quarterback of all time is delusional. The fact is that Kraft is an average owner displaying the same abilities to lead and finance a winner as Skippy Magoo and his Carolina Panthers. Ha! Wow. Comparing the Patriots to the Panthers. Belichick.
Why would you think it was Skippy
Prognosticator
Mango?
was fine, but Mango or Magoo
Skippy
was
Mango?
Sorry, boys. This is a long one. Yeah, we're getting through it.
Soccer team down in Brazil, right? Skippy Mango.
Belichick, while possessing a brilliant defensive mind, would have never qualified, never mind win 6 Super Bowls without Brady pulling wins out of his ass in all caps. The simple truth is that Brady was the dynasty. Ooh, okay. While I was not actually, this is funny, while I have not actually viewed any of the episodes of this
What the hell are
documentary,
you talking about?
I have heard various outtakes from the series. One that clearly stands out to me was the tough decision that Kraft had to make regarding reinserting Drew Bledsoe back into the QB1 spot after the devastating Mo Lewis hit in 0-1. He claims that he convinced Bill that they were looking at a generational talent that would carry the team to unprecedented heights for the next 20 years. That is the biggest load of crap, and the only reason he was able to swing that bullshit was the documentary was produced by Kraft Sports. That is very true. That's a great catch there, Big Cat.
Oh, wow.
I love the Mayo hire, but he will always be hamstrung by an ownership that was historically been at the bottom of the list of 32 teams in spending. This is the same guy that spent millions on constructing a giant, what was that, Schmitza in the North Stadium end zone at Gillette. Unless we decide if it was a good idea to get a handy and a massage parlor in the Florida morning
Jesus, I
of
knew
the
that was
AFC
coming up.
Championship game at Arrowhead. Which, by
Always
the way,
coming up.
Brady pulled out of his ass along with the Juice Boys' favorite Rex Burkhead. Luckily, this chump is in his 80s and should be taking a dirt nap here sooner rather than later. Wow. Keep up the good work, boys. Big Cat.
All right, so yeah, that I didn't know there was Kraft Productions. That makes sense.
You didn't know that? Oh, yeah.
No, that makes sense.
The
And
NFL Films pulled out of endorsing it because of that.
now, if you watch the Dynasty, because I did, I've seen it, and in that Robert Kraft was claiming that he wanted Drew Bledsoe to be the quarterback because Drew Bledsoe, he loved him so much, and they had so much, and there was Bill Belichick's decision, and Bill Belichick's decision alone to start Tom Brady. And so I don't know what outtake that he saw, but that's what I saw when I actually watched the show. Big Cat. All right. But to say that he's a bad owner is just that's just false. It's false. You forget that he brought them to a Super Bowl with Drew Bledsoe and Bill Parcells. Robert Kraft was the owner then. Okay. Robert Kraft was the owner when they drafted Drew Bledsoe #1. He was the one who tore down the piece of shit Sullivan Foxborough Stadium and built Gillette. He's the one who's turned them into the #2 most profitable franchise in the NFL. Yes, it is because he had Tom Brady. However, I see a lot of other teams that have had generational talent that are not doing that. All right, so you can't say
Still got to win.
You can't say he's a bad owner because that's just absolutely false. That's false. He's an excellent football owner. Now, if you want to talk about arrogance and you want to talk about all of that, then the Patriots are the king of that. That is who they are, and they earned that from not. I can't say earned. That's bullshit. They are that way because they won 6, and they are that way because of Tom Brady. And I would agree, Tom Brady is the dynasty. But you can't say that Robert Kraft is a bad owner when he went to Super Bowl before Tom Brady was there. And the Patriots were absolute dog shit because they had the number 1 pick in the draft. And then he turned that, got Bill Belichick, got Bill Parcells there, and
You stewed, you sifted.
I think it's trash.
Ooh, there it was. I was waiting for the
Okay.
gauntlet.
Oh, there's no better encapsulation of modern discourse than a 500-word essay about why I'm pissed off about a documentary that ends with, also, I haven't watched it.
Damn it,
But
Big
to
Cat.
get to the point of the message, as long as Jerry Jones' lungs are still drawing breath,
There we go.
Yeah. Yep.
every other owner is competing for second place. Now I know Skippy Mango down in Carolina is doing his best.
Oh, he's
and,
bad.
And knock
He
the
is bad.
king off of his pedestal. But still, like Jerry Jones just has decades of being the biggest jackass in the room who is convinced
Absolutely.
that he is the smartest one in the room.
Yep.
And so to say that Robert Kraft is a terrible owner, but then meanwhile you look at the wealth of generational talent that the Cowboys have wasted over
That's
the
what I'm
last
saying, man.
multiple decades,
Yep.
like at the end of the day, it could be worse. I don't
Yes, it
necessarily hold any particular high praise for Robert Kraft or anything like that, but to call him a terrible owner is a little one-sided there, Big Cat.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that Kraft Sports produced this and NFL
It's
Films,
total
they-
propaganda.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you there for sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
NFL Films had to pull out of it. I did read Bill Belichick was in it, but he really didn't kind of voice his true concerns, or at least Kraft didn't
He's in it a
slide.
lot. But, yeah.
But did you feel like he was able to say everything he felt, or did he give a short answer because there's more of the story that would have been chopped by Kraft?
It was not made to be critical.
See that?
It was made to glorify. It was made to be the dynasty. Like
Made by the dynasty. See, there's at least The Last Dance had all the ups
Written
and
and
downs of
produced
it.
by the guy that funded the dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I have no respect for this bullshit. This is so stupid. Like, let me just suck our own dicks for
They
8
were
episodes.
critical, like they pretend to be critical during like Spygate and stuff like that, and like Deflategate.
So it wasn't
And-
a
but then-
true storytelling. It was just sucking
Yeah, but
dick
then they have like people like Scott Pioli that come on, and during the Falcons debacle, he was the GM of the Falcons during that, and he was telling the story about when they were at halftime, and they were up 25-3, I think it was at halftime. Then it ended up being 28-3. That everybody was celebrating, popping champagne, and he was just like, "You guys don't understand.
Yeah.
This is Tom. This is Tom Brady.
This ain't
Well,
happening."
you don't get this. So I understand that. Yeah, it's propaganda, but Scott Pioli actually said that, and so it was. There's still some truth to it. There's still some cool.
But when you don't
sides
tell the
to it,
full
but-
story, if you don't get full of Bill's side and Tom's side, if it's just one big circle jerk, where are we getting with this? So that's upsetting. Thanks for
You
sending
just
that in,
wait
Big Cat.
until the Mahomes Kelsey circle jerk comes out. You'll be all about it.
I don't know.
You'll
I
be
haven't
all
He
about
has
it.
been working so hard to turn this podcast into that since day one.
That's what it should just be called. Yeah.
He's trying to get the circle going, and we just keep refusing.
Oh, gosh. All right. Thanks, Big Cat, for sending that in. We got another one from James is back.
Yeah, James in UK.
Fantastic.
The UK James, and I'm so excited about this one. His subject was stinging rebuke, Cinderella. Uh-oh, he might have a thought on
Here we go.
Cinderella.
People are pissed about this, McCoy. I mean, people
have
do not
thoughts.
like this take.
If you haven't listened to the last few episodes that we've had, I mean, damn, like a month-long
Ongoing
debate on,
now
on,
for like 3 straight weeks.
Yeah.
on the definition of a Cinderella story, the expansion of the CFP playoffs, March Madness. I disagree with these two hooligans. Let's see what James has to say. This pains me to say, but y'all, I can speak the lingo. Oh, Cody,
That's right.
Cody, a tiny apology, preferably after you take him down first on
Absolutely
something
never.
else.
Oh,
How
what?
come the
Okay.
only one on the show to hate children understands the tale of Cinderella?
Valid point, James.
It's
Valid
rag
point.
to riches, overcoming all odds. It's not an unranked team winning a game against a ranked team. That's an upset. Cinderella had her life changed forever, not just a bit of fun at a ball where the guy she hooks up with couldn't even remember what she looked like.
Wait, I gotta find the foot. I gotta find the foot.
Real Bigfoot guy, Prince
Real
Charming.
Bigfoot guy. That was fucking.
That's a great line. Yeah.
Who is the soccer team? Think Leicester City?
Leicester.
Leicester. Damn, I am not a reader tonight, boys. Think Leicester City winning the Premier League. Their entire budget was as much probably as one Man City player. The odds were 5,000 to 1. 47 people took that bet with one bookmaker. That's fucking.
No way. That's incredible.
If the Patriots had somehow got lucky beyond their wildest dreams and won the Super Bowl last year with their tries not to laugh, offensive juggernaut,
Oh
it
my
wouldn't
God,
be a
James brought
Cinderella
the
story.
receipts, boys.
It would be called a miracle season or something. The organization has won before, expects to win, not life-changing for the franchise. Cody is also right, annoyingly, very unlikely to happen in college football. Maybe some unheard of, ideally financially poor, or from the roughest area Joey thinks he could go drinking in. Team goes undefeated, wins one playoff game, loses in the last one of the next game. That might be called a Cinderella story. It's also why I remember the Titans, Coach Carter, etc., show them winning the local or state title. Woohoo! They did it, boys. And then footnote: they got smashed at nationals. Back to the show, boys.
James, mic drop, dude.
He just wrung us all out to dry, but also said that I was right.
We need to just bring James on so that we can get this in the full, dry British accent. Because I feel like, as fantastic as this is, Cody just doesn't have the sting to it that I'm looking for.
Jeez. So, but he says I'm right, so I have no rebuttals.
No, what a great take. What a great take.
It's just delicious.
You guys agree with me?
No, I still disagree.
No,
I still disagree.
absolutely
It
not.
will happen. It will happen. It will happen.
That's all you have to say?
That's
Like,
it, because
you have no
to
reasoning
have
or
faith.
anything
You
about
have to have faith, and I know my only argument this entire time is the 2019 UCF team, but they would have done it. I really think they would have. And
We're not in that year.
or 2017 was it 17?
We're not in that. It's not
Chris?
2017. What year is it? Yeah.
2024.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Nailed it.
Anything else on that?
Yeah, but it's gonna happen.
Man, he shredded all of us.
No, that's that. Hang on. I've got rebuke to give here. To say that Cinderella story was Cinderella being a rags to riches story in and of itself is accurate, which is why it's bullshit to go UCLA historically had all of this success. That'd be
All
like
the riches.
Cinderella wasn't actually rags to riches. Her great-great-grandfather was actually pretty fucking wealthy.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because since then she has fallen down into a path of absolute destitute existence, that still doesn't qualify as her being a true Cinderella rags to riches.
Yeah, because she had granddad's
someone-
money to go make us something
Someone
out of
once
herself.
upon a time in her lineage, way back before she was even born, had access to wealth that she no longer actually connects with.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, so if you're saying that, yeah, Cinderella as in it's life-changing for her, for that direct person, James, welcome to Joey and I's side of this discussion, because that's what we're talking about. For the actual kids that are actually on that team, for the ones that are
That's not how this is.
that are
No.
resurrecting
Let him finish, McCoy.
that are resurrecting a university that is languishing, that is down in its rags at the moment, and rising it up to prominence where it ought to be, to where people expect it to be, to where people will hope it'll be. That's Cinderella, baby.
So now I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the big N behind your head and the shirt on your chest as an example. Now think about all of the success and all of the history that Nebraska has. Are you telling me that if they get in and they win a national championship, out of nowhere, that would not be a Cinderella story? Because
No, they're in the
of
Big Ten. They're in the two of the. Dude, there's
that
two
doesn't matter.
conferences in the country at this point.
There's no way that they're going to.
been
There's no way.
relevant since
No offense.
2009.
That doesn't matter. They're in it.
No offense to Chris. There's no way they're going to win the Big Ten. But because of the stupid ass shit that they're going to do of just having automatic bids of Big Ten, they could be a 4 seed sneaking in, and then because the future 14 seed bullshit that's going to happen, you're going to get 4 automatic Big Ten seeds. It was like, all right, so you're telling me that if they come in as a 4, just getting in
No, a
there,
4 seed would never be a Cinderella. Are you kidding me? What?
a 4 seed in the Big Ten, and And then they get in. So they'd probably be like a 9, 10, 11 out of the 14.
No way.
Okay, yes.
That's
Yes,
not a
they
Cinderella
would.
story. If they were
How
to,
was it not?
No.
And they have not won since what, 97?
Correct.
That's not a Cinderella story.
How would it not be?
Okay, so
That's insane.
By definition, it's your conference that dictates. So let's
Yes,
continue
non-power 5, as Mike said, as Mike from
non-power
Georgia said.
five. So we'll continue kicking me in the teeth with Nebraska. So this year Nebraska is likely going to get into March Madness.
Yeah.
If Nebraska goes on a deep run, that will have been the first time that they've
Basketball
ever
and
had a
football are
single-
different. We've talked about this.
We're just still talking about the definition of Cinderella in and of itself, and you're saying non-power 5. Nebraska's the only power 5 team that's never had a win in March Madness. And so if they were to make a deep run, having never succeeded, you go, well, too fucking bad. You're from the Big Ten. Doesn't matter the fact that this is your program for the first time ever being nationally relevant.
Yeah, Nebraska's a
You're
football
coming.
school. That's what they are. Nebraska
They
has
are,
not
but
at
they
all.
have not been relevant for a long time. So if they come back here and with the expansion of the playoff and they come in and they run it and they win, that would be a Cinderella story.
No way in hell.
I don't understand.
One of the
how
most
it would
storied
be.
schools in college football history. Oh, they
hasn't
won one. They're
won.
such a Cinderella. It's
that
not
hasn't
power
won in
5.
almost 30 years, dude.
Cowboys are still the America's team, supposedly. They haven't won shit. Are they a Cinderella story if they somehow win it after 30 years?
We're not talking about professionals.
Oh, we're not talking about basketball either. But we keep,
No, we're talking about-
keep
we're not
bringing it
talking
back
about
to
professionals.
basketball.
Basketball is where this entire conversation originated. That's
Yeah,
where the
but football
term-
Cinderella is never going to happen.
You're wrong. You're wrong, McCoy.
How many
You're
weeks can
wrong.
we
Have a heart.
debate?
Have a soul. Let's have some hope. Believe. Believe.
die on this hill.
Thanks for sending in maybe the funniest squeeze of all time there,
Oh,
James.
that was
We appreciate
James
that.
just brought the
gonna
receipts.
bank that
That
for
was
the
the
next-
most impressive bit. He
He
went and
did.
did research.
He did.
Bank that for the squeezies.
That could not
Ooh,
have been good
banked.
for your IQ.
Joey, if people like James and Johnny Linehan want to send in their squeezes of the week,
Johnny.
Big cat.
how can
Here's
they do
Johnny.
Friends, compadres, listeners.
Ooh.
You can submit your most outlandish sports take and try to top James. That was excellent. By emailing us at juiceboyshow@gmail.com or send us a DM at Instagram at juiceboyshow. And if it has the pulp, then we're going to read it on the show.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it. I want to do it. Send it. Prince.
Yeah, buddy.
You're sponsoring today's show.
Oh, dear, delicious, juicy listener. I am once again here to excitedly tell you about this year's Juice Boys Show Bracket Challenge.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Now, if you're a regular listener, you already know about our bracket challenge and you've already come up with a bracket name that's sure to get you contacted by HR the first time you check your bracket at work. But in the extremely rare chance you missed last week's episode, let me tell you a bit about the Juice Boys Show Bracket Challenge. You can find the link to sign up now on all our social media accounts. You can also just search Juice Boys Show Bracket Challenge on the ESPN Men's Tournament Challenge group search. So the Juice Boys have huddled up and decided we need to give the winner something legit this time around.
Mm-hmm.
So the winner of this year's Juice Boys Show Bracket Challenge will receive their very own delicious, velvety, extra strong Dickel whiskey.
Oh, baby.
Unless the winner is Nephew Ryan, which,
Yeah.
Joey, I don't need to tell you, absolutely inappropriate that you would even suggest
What?
we give him that bottle of whiskey.
No, he does not need that tickle.
Yeah. I
does
don't know
not
why
need
I
that
needed to
tickle.
tell you that. I don't. It seems obvious. You should know better.
I do. I'm ashamed.
So come one, come all, and join us in the Juice Boys Show Bracket Challenge. Let's talk some shit, have some fun, and enjoy the opportunity to beat these Dickel jokes to death once and for all. The Juice Boys Show Bracket Challenge, because the madness of March sure tastes a whole lot sweeter when drinking a bottle of booze from the Juice Boys.
Oh, go sign up. Please, please, please. Text your friends, text your family. No password
Be a
required.
friend,
Just
tell a
hop in
friend.
there. We got a big goal, big lofty goal to do March Madness this year. Super excited. We're all in there. Selection Sunday is next Sunday, I believe.
It's this
so,
Sunday.
That's right.
Yeah,
it's this
so-
Sunday.
That's right.
So as you're listening, go get it filled out. I think first games are on Wednesday?
April
Thursday?
18th.
No, they
is,
usually have the
is
first
the first four.
Yep.
So
Tuesday, Monday,
Thursday
Tuesday?
is
Okay.
Thursday is when the actual tournament begins in earnest.
Yep. Perfect. All right, boys, let's move it into the big potatoes. Starchy tot. Got a fun one based on the Mike Tyson probably killing Jake Paul.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We're going to go with, guys, so, we have a podcast now,
We do.
We do.
which makes us obvious
that what we're doing?
celebrities. We can be in a celebrity boxing match now, right?
Oh.
So we
can.
thought, we put our heads together. We thought each of us gets to pick two people that they would want to celebrity box with. Here's the catch. The harder the fight, the more money you get paid. So you could pick between money or health. It's pay-per-view. How many eyeballs can it get on you means how much money you can make. You could live, or you could go against Muhammad Ali and get paid, but you might die. So,
Probably
Or
die.
Jake
With
Paul
that-
against Mike Tyson.
yes,
Might die. Yeah.
yes. So, Joey, you start us off this week. Who are you going up against?
Hey, can we pause and just appreciate that Joey got the fireplace going again while you were talking this time instead of trying to do it while he was talking?
Wow, is that what that was?
Look at him learning. Look at him learning.
We're
He's
getting
better.
so good. We're getting
Look at
so
this.
good.
Yeah, see this.
Beautiful.
Look at this.
Good for you, Joe. Who are you
Look at
boxing?
it. And it's beginning to roar again, my friend.
As the F- celebrity you are, who are you
right.
boxing in the celebrity boxing match?
All right. So I'm trying to find somebody who's like, really down on their luck, who their public perception has just gone to absolute shit. And so they're gonna and so they're gonna need this. I'm not saying this is gonna be this year. I'm not saying it might not be next year. This might be 10 years in the future. But eventually this dude is going to be known and renowned for the biggest cheater in the history of not the history, obviously, the biggest cheater in recent history of Major League Baseball. I want to box
Okay.
Jose Altuve.
Okay.
I was wondering if that's where you were going.
I knew it.
I want.
What is he,
I
5'2"?
I
Joey's
don't
looking
care.
to take out some frustrations.
do not care. All right, I do not care. This guy is responsible for the downfall of one of my favorite games. Now, like I always talk about football, right? But in my soul, I think my favorite game is baseball. I love coaching football and coaching punching dicks and ripping taints, but it's just like but I think I'm a better baseball coach because I just appreciate the game of baseball. And Jose Altuve ruined that for me. He took
He's 5'6", 166.
he took that from me. But he's 5'6", 166, but that dude can jack home runs, all right? So
yeah.
let's get
Yeah.
so let's
He's got
get-
quick hands, quick hands.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's
strong.
got quick. The trash can disaster, the him pulling his jersey, you knew that he had a buzzer on under there. Him beating Aaron Judge for the MVP that season, him being part of them winning championships and still being allowed to have the championships, and all they had to do was apologize. What is this? What is this?
I mean, they didn't apologize and they kept the ring. So
in a few years, when he is done, it's gonna be interesting to see how the voters look at Altuve and Springer and Correa and all these people who are involved in that scandal. Are they going to look at them the same way that they look at steroids? In my mind, that is way more cheating. To know what pitch is coming, there is no more way to cheat in any sport than to know what pitch is going to be thrown to you in baseball.
wait, you just said you're going to wait 10 years. So does that mean you're going to get your
So,
ass kicked
listen.
today, but you're going to wait?
No. I want the fight to be in 10 years when he is
It's going to take us some
disgraced.
time to
when-
become famous podcasting
Yes.
douchebags.
Dude, Jake Paul is not there right now. He was the douchebag in the forest of Japan when no one was allowed to be in there. And I specifically held out bad word, but everybody knows the forest of Japan. And he was in there recording it like a piece of shit when he was like 19 years old. And that's how he got his fame. And he became this like, all he was just like this
Wait, what does it have to do with
jackass.
you boxing in 10 years? Why not now?
It takes time.
Because-
That's all
because
he's
what
saying.
are you saying?
This
What
is,
is he saying
this
now?
is Joey's in the
What is he
forest
saying
moment,
now?
I think.
What is he saying? Oh, no, this is where he is now. And now he's fighting Mike Tyson. So if we do this now, in 10 years, I will be ready to beat the living shit out of Jose Altuve.
I think it's a cop out
All right,
because he's in his
and-
prime and you're going to get your ass kicked. You have to
Oh
wait
no,
till
I'll
he's
do it
old
now.
and retired.
I'm just saying, it'd be worth more money in 10 years, but I will do it now. I will challenge Jose Altuve.
I think you're copping
right-
out.
right
I think
now.
you think you're going to lose.
I am not copping out. I will challenge him to
You
a fight
have to know Joey
right
doesn't
now.
think he's going to lose. You just knowing Joey,
Right
you
now.
know he doesn't think that.
Prime Jose Altuve is younger than you also.
I do not care. The anger that I have, the resentment that I have in my soul for this man, like I will not lose.
Chris, can you beat Jose Altuve?
Yeah, I can. Fellas, I'm going with the obvious pick here. I'm squaring up against Iron Mike Tyson.
What are you gonna do?
You're going for it all. You want generational wealth.
So here's the thing, fellas. As I said
It's
earlier,
the Roman Empire.
there's
The Roman
exactly no goddamn way that these are real boxing matches. These are real fights. This is an exhibition. This is scripted. This is meant to,
Not
you know,
mine.
have a little back and forth, you know, have a couple of tie-ups, you know, kind of just, you know, make it look good for public consumption. But outside of that, like, it's not a real match. It's not a real fight.
Oh, you're going to bet
so
your
here's-
life on that.
So
Is what you're
here's
going
the
to
thing.
do.
In,
You're gonna
in my
bet-
match, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull Tyson to the side and let him know in round 3, bite my fucking ear off.
No.
I don't need
What?
it. I don't need it. I don't hear that
course you
good
do.
anyway. I don't hear that good anyway. It's fine. Can you imagine the publicity we would get by me being the second dude whose ear Mike Tyson is
Oh,
bitten
you're playing the
off?
long game. You're playing the long game.
Okay.
Fast forward a couple of years, my ear is recovered. Round 2, I bite Mike's ear off.
You're playing the long game.
Brilliant.
here.
Dude, we could
Jeez.
milk this. We got 4 ears between the two of us.
It's just biting ears back and
Yeah,
forth, dude.
the refs got 2. Like, how many times can we just can people just tune in to find out whose ear gets bitten off this time between me and Mike Tyson? I think that's a cash cow.
Wow. So you're betting it all that it's somewhat rigged and
It's
safe and-
absolutely an exhibition match. Are you kidding me?
Does Mike
don't
Tyson
believe
see
it
it
is.
that way?
There's a
I do
reason that
not
a
believe
YouTuber
it
and
is.
podcaster keeps not getting turned into a fine paste by, you know, actual athletes.
No, Chris, I really don't think it is. I think that Jake Paul is that much of a piece of shit that he thinks that he is that good. And I think that Mike Tyson is that much of a crazy MFer that he is going to just do this and just lay his ass out.
That's
I
cute if
really
that's
think
how
that's
you
what's gonna
think.
happen.
I have some
Yeah.
unfortunate news for you about also like how world wrestling works.
What?
Touche.
What?
Touche.
So the Undertaker actually didn't die several times in the ring and then
Over and
rise.
over again.
And
Thank
then
God
rise
Paul Bearer
again.
was there to bring it back to life. You know,
Don't
that
break
guy
his
knows
heart.
what he's doing.
Don't break his heart, Chris. Don't break his heart. He's just a kid. All right, guys. I took this a little bit differently. I'm going to go to make money and probably survive. I'm going with mid 80s Sylvester Stallone.
What?
Dude, I thought about that for my second one.
Rocky Prime.
Hell yeah.
He's an actor who's probably pretty good at boxing compared to normal people. People will tune in because Rocky's the hottest thing in the world. He'll probably kick my ass. I'll probably get injured. But there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on watching Rocky actually box in real life.
Are you actually seriously? You think that he probably kick your ass and you might get injured?
I mean, it would all happen. No,
I mean,
it would
Rocky-
happen.
yoked out of
I know.
his
I know
mind.
he's actually like
But
Sylvester
anyway, he was-
Stallone is surprisingly not that big. He's 5'10". Cody, what are you, 6'1"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. However, he is way, way, way stronger than you.
Yeah, he's on
Alright,
those.
and
He's
I'm
on those
aware.
Like, and
80s
if this is gonna
steroids. Like,
happen-
dudes' hearts were exploding, and they're like, "Ah, that's fine. It's working
80
for the
steroids
muscles."
were a different type of strength.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
saying
got
I would
nose
win.
in his veins.
I'm not saying I would win or keep up, but I'm going to get paid a lot of money and get somewhat minimally hurt because Rocky was the
way.
hottest thing in the
Not
80s.
minimally hurt. He
Compared to
was
what
not-
I would have to get the same money elsewhere. It's a good bang for your buck deal,
You're
I guess is what I'm
always
saying.
thinking about money, you
It's a-
Saudi sympathizer.
It's
You're
a good-
always thinking about money.
It's a good bang for your buck fight. I'm going to get the eyeballs. I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get hurt, but not die like I'm fighting George Foreman over here.
That was a good. I genuinely, that was one of my
not bad.
considerations for pick
It's not
number
bad.
2.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's not
love
bad
it.
because he is an actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an actor fighter, not a fighter turned actor.
He'll know how to make it look good in the exhibition.
And if is it actually an exhibition? Well, he'll whisper in my ear how to, fake the hits and stuff. I'm liking this more and more. Suck it,
Yeah.
Joe.
Oh,
What do you
whatever,
got for
dude.
number 2? Beat it.
All right, so like what is generating interest these days among the youths? The youths.
You tell us.
Social stupid ass media. And
Go
who
follow
was-
us on Instagram.
And who? Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. Please follow.
And TikTok before it gets nuked.
Yeah. And somebody who has risen to fame in this and riding off of his brother's coattails that would get an audience that
Travis
deserves
Kelce.
an ass beating is Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah, that was close.
Right. I am going to take Jackson Mahomes. You tell me that all these influencers come in here and they
Beating the
hear
shit out of
that
a guy that annoys you.
that Jackson Mahomes is about to come fight. I know he's got me on hype, but there is no doubt in my heart that I would beat the living hell out of Jackson Mahomes if people would pay to watch it. Especially if
Nailed it.
we are, reputable. We're big. If I'm at the point of what is happening and people are like, oh, he's going to beat the shit out of Jackson Mahomes, I'm going to pay for that. I'm going to do that. And I think people would actually want to see that because nobody likes him.
He's
I don't think
6'6",
it's-
85 kilograms.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
I guarantee.
One of those two things I understood.
Yeah.
We need James back on to help us.
Yeah, James, help
Yeah.
us out.
Yeah.
He's 6'6". He might have a shot.
How many
Who knows?
stone is that? Yeah. Yeah. But Jackson Mahomes, he's an ass kicking. Let's put it on TV. It would make some no, not TV, sorry. Put it on YouTube, and then we'll get some views. And I don't know how internet money works, but obviously Jackson Mahomes does. And I'm gonna get it.
Money
I'm
from
gonna
the
get
internet.
me some. I'm gonna get me some internet money from beating the shit out of Jackson Mahomes. Let's
He's
go.
23. He's a little bit more, youth to him, and
Spry.
a little more spry.
Jesus.
6'6".
If you
He's
think I'm
got
going to
you-
lose a fight to Jackson Mahomes, then
I don't know.
then we need to reevaluate our relationship. All
Well,
right.
it's bound by law, you bastard. So you can't do anything with it. Wow. Okay, that was a good one, Joe. Great poll there, Chris. Beat Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah,
Who would have thought that would have come up?
I doubt you're going to expect the one that I'm going to go with. I was thinking of washed up former peak athletes that are desperate for money. And I came up with Antonio Brown.
That's
He's gonna
too
kill
real,
you.
dude.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah, but that's too
I
real.
mean,
I
he
guarantee
might.
you he'll be in celebrity boxing here soon.
It was
Guaranteed. Just like Le'Veon Bell. He just did it.
It feels like a very legit, you're climbing into the ring with a maniac.
You're dead.
Thank God. Well, but thank God I brought my own maniac because my corner man is Vontae's perfect.
Oh, he's gonna kill you after Antonio Brown kills you.
Yeah, but
I'm
if
not
something
living.
goes down, the Vontae's, he's there.
But you're dead
Yeah,
already.
I mean,
Why do you care what happens after that? You're dead.
I would have to talk to 80s Sylvester and see if I could get a hold of some of those 80s steroids, just to have a snowball's chance in hell. But for pure entertainment value, we're cashing checks and snapping necks, baby.
I think you're dead. I think he's
Probably.
a maniac.
I don't know, probably.
You probably get a nice payday from that, though.
Yeah, I mean,
At least for the good for the family. Good for the family.
yeah, that's
for
exactly
the
it. I'm looking out for everybody else.
You gotta try to get real money, not that internet money. Yeah.
I guess I'll wrap us up. You guys, just as we were talking, I was thinking about Kyle Orton, and I don't know why. No, Jake Plummer, not
I was
Kyle
like,
Orton.
why would you want to fight Kyle Orton?
I don't know.
Who
Maybe
cares?
Jake Plummer came to mind. I don't know why. Jake the Snake. For my second choice,
I was like, is that gonna be your pick? It's a
No,
terrible.
I'm
pick.
going
Yeah.
99-year-old Bob Barker.
Oh, he's dead, bro.
No, but right before he died, we would have done a celebrity boxing match.
Why right before he died? Why not at the peak, Bob Barker?
Well, I wanna make sure I win.
Bob Barker that beat Happy Gilmore's ass.
I wanna
why
make
not
sure I
just
win.
Right, like
Oh, this says
mere
so much about
months
you.
after Happy Gilmore came out. Like,
Because there's still a chance I lose because he was still doing okay. I need to ensure a win.
oh
And as
my
far as
God.
the PR goes, you're going to tune in to watch a 99-year-old fight over a 65-year-old, right?
I mean,
You're going to tune in for the
I think we took
99-year-old
this in
man fight.
very different directions, McCoy.
Yeah,
No,
I'm going to get
not gonna
eyeballs. I'm going to win
No
the
one's
fight.
gonna watch you fight a old decrepit, like in deathbed Bob Barker.
Okay,
Like, that-
98. He's 98. I'll go 98-year-old
No,
Bob Barker.
take at least Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, he's
No.
like getting wheeled around by a
this
nurse
is so
in a
this is-
wheelchair, and Cody's just like punching him in the face. He
This
can't
is
even lift up his
more-
boxing gloves, and you're
this is
just
more-
assaulting this man.
This is insane. This is more of an indictment on your confidence in yourself.
Yeah, this
Cody.
is,
Guys,
You're
this is a
saying
cash
you
grab.
have to guarantee that you're going to win. So you're going to pick on a 98-year-old man, and then you're going to hit a 98-year-old man. Mine came out of like redemption and
It's a cash grab.
fury.
It's from Happy Gilmore, so you're going to get the eyeballs of Bob Barker actually fighting. It's a cash grab. I don't even have to break a sweat.
That's so.
It's a
awful.
cat.
You
We're
like,
good.
oh my
It
You
God.
feels
will
like a-
kill him.
God, you have.
I didn't think
Give him
about
a
no
that.
chance. Give him a chance.
All right, 90-year-old Bob Barker.
No.
Are we good there?
No, I want
my God.
1995, the filming of Happy
Our
Gilmore
token
to see
Saudi
if you
sympathizer
can take him.
and child hater
And
is now
old
going to
person.
go and,
He hates old people too. What is wrong with this man?
and assault a guy on his deathbed.
Hold on. He was 71 years old when he did Happy Gilmore. Okay,
Take him on then. He
I'll
beat
take
Happy's
that.
ass.
Okay.
Take him
It took
on.
us how long to talk you into beating up a 71-year-old guy instead
He's
of a
still a senior
96-year-old?
citizen.
I'll take a 71-year-old Bob Barker on celebrity boxing. I'm going to get the win. People, it's got to be after Happy Gilmore came out. I need the eyeballs.
I'm
'cause
putting
gonna
my
get
money
paid.
on Bob. You're playing scared.
Yeah, dude. We the price is wrong. Bitch. Yeah.
That was a pretty good one. Guys, you got to get a win and paid. You got to be safe. I don't want to break a sweat. Get paid
Get
millions.
paid
Come on.
both of us.
You guys aren't. You know what? You guys don't have what I have up here. That's what this is.
That's
Ethics. It's called ethics. That's what we have.
it's wrong. See, I was battling between like who do I want to see? Who's washed out and stupid? I was like, I want to beat up.
You're going to lose to Altuve.
I want to beat up Joe Flacco.
You're beating up a
Wanna be like-
22-year-old. I mean, come on. You're beating up a
Sean
child.
Watson's not 22, and Joe Flacco's not 22, and Jackson Mahomes is just a piece of shit. And
Wait, did you just subtly mention
place.
3 others that you were going to fight that you had to mention?
Exactly. I have to.
That's what
Yeah.
Joey does.
All right, friends. Remember, you can continue to listen and tell your friends to listen to the show on all major podcast networks and YouTube. Please consider following and rating the show and leave us a review if you listen through Apple. We encourage you to follow the YouTube channel, push the subscribe button, be a friend online, but also be a friend in real life. Be a friend. Tell a friend.
We need friends.
We need them.
We
About
need
the
friends.
podcast.
We'll read your shit on the show.
Cody.
Thank you, Joseph
mellow.
Broseph. That just about does it for us. Chris, who is sponsoring today's stat of the day?
Ladies and gents, today's stat of the day is brought to you by betting your mortgage on March Madness.
Too late.
My time.
Now, when most people think of the high point of sports betting, they think of the Super Bowl. But like the real degenerates, we know the apex of gambling is actually March Madness. Now, don't we, juice junkies? Because the Super Bowl is just one part of one day to potentially lose your life savings. But March Madness is a 3-week-long gambling marathon perfectly suited to have you chasing losses and screaming at your television like the degen you are. Hell, Thursday and Friday alone, you have 32 separate opportunities to bet your mortgage on March Madness. And we here at the Juice Boys Show think that's a great idea, as we have an assembled 4 total brain cells between the 3 of us.
Wait, who has the second?
You tell me. betting your mortgage on March Madness because you can only lose 100% of your money, but you could win an infinite amount. The only thing holding you back is your own cowardice. Just like Cody's with you and Bob Barker.
I was pretty proud of that pick.
It also feels
terrible
worth
pick,
probably
dude.
just saying out loud, like, hey, we actually don't want you to do this. We're morons.
I'm marking it. I'm marking that also for the squeezies. That was horrible. That was a terrible
So
take.
bad.
Bob Barker.
Logical though, right? You get paid.
No,
you
I
need
mean,
to stay
not
safe.
at all. You are killing an old man.
I'm not kidding. You think am I that good of a fighter? I'm gonna kill somebody?
If you push him over with a strong wind at 98,
If he
like,
pushes too hard, he might die.
Yeah.
Got to get gloves on his fist.
He breaks a finger off just trying to get the glove on. Cody's like, fuck it, put a Band-Aid on there. We got to make some money.
All right, guys. Stat of the day. We're going NBA. Going
go.
basketball. Stat of the day. One player,
One of my least knowledgeable sports. All right, here we go.
which is also 1,000 times more than the average human for Joey.
know.
Probably.
Infinitely more than me.
Yeah.
It's about Larry Bird. I'll get it.
This player is the only player in NBA history to have more free throws than shots made in his career.
Oh, I know this one.
You do? There's gonna be some bullshit with like he made 2, or is this like a,
Make
tell
your
me.
guess. Make your guess.
like a
You
real player?
It's a real player.
Okay. So immediately what comes to mind is James Harden and Joel Embiid. Like those guys have just they make their buckets, as Cody says, buckets. With James Harden, but he also shoots 30 free throws a game. Kobe also shot a shit ton of free throws. I'm gonna go to this point in their career. I'm gonna go Joel Embiid.
Chris, you want to tell him?
You had it.
Who?
James Harden.
Oh, I had it! Oh, damn it!
So close.
I
You had it.
Oh.
You had it, and you talked yourself out of it.
Oh,
Same thing you
damn
did
it! I had it.
with the
Okay.
AFC North champion.
You're right there. As of now, he's made 75, 80 field goals, free throws, 76, 12. That is wild to me.
That's bullshit. That is just he is the worst.
He's
It
so
is
bad.
garbage.
I hate him.
He is just the worst.
That was a quick see if we can stump Joey, and we did.
Barely. I
Kinda crushed it.
barely. You know,
Which is still, yes.
still yes.
And we
I had
barely.
it. It was down to 2. It was down to 2 people. You know, but yeah.
Well, that's down to the end of this damn show.
Ooh. That was
that good?
That
It
was
was
good.
crash and burn
That
right
one
at the
worked.
end. Cody's
Yeah,
just
that one
looking
worked.
for any opportunity to just pull the plug,
Yeah.
like he did with Bob Barker.
Oh,
You guys have a lot of confidence in my fighting. I didn't have any confidence in my fighting.
what are you talking about? You are an athlete. Bob Barker is an old man. Like that was a crazy pick.
Like you picked him mere moments away from death naturally, and you're like, what if I hit him a bunch?
Of course he's gonna die. What?
I should mention he did die of Alzheimer's too, so he also probably didn't
I didn't
remember.
even
the
know
fight.
what the hell was happening. How bad is that, McCoy? He's gonna go out there just being like, "Oh, a new friend."
Oh my god. Oh my god. You are morally bankrupt. How does that feel?
bad. That is bad, dude.
That'll do it for our show. Thank you so much for listening.
He's on his deathbed walking around the ring going, don't forget to spay and neuter your pets over and over again. He just lands haymaker after haymaker. And he just doesn't get why.
I'm so sorry, Barker family. Don't send me a cease and
Is
desist.
that the?
I will-
That better not be
I
their
will
one.
send you
No.
Cody's address. Just message me.
If that's
Oh.
our cease and desist, I'd be so upset.
Send in your celebrity boxing match dream and
Please
your
do.
logic behind it. You guys know. We'll see you next week with a special guest. It'll be our March Madness episode. We're going to pick our final 4 to bet on, and we'll see you next week.
I will be in the middle of the ocean. I will miss you all.
We'll miss you, buddy.
I will miss
Love
you
on.
all.
Have a good
No,
night.
suck a dick.
love.
Suck a dick.
Bon,
Love, love, love.
good
bon
Bye.
voyage.
No,
assholes.
Joey, you're not invited to the show.